this is a Go Congress web page, and if we let's check out some of the costs involved.
But if you guys can afford it, it's worth it. I've been twice. It's a lot of fun, and there's endless amounts of different activities. There's never like nothing to do.
Play in the main tournament, the main U.S. Open Go tournament, 500 opponents, 400 opponents. There's also the Masters division. There's professionals who's gonna go to the Go Congress, and I'm not sure if you guys know Ben. I became a professional player.
Right. I was just thinking
2 years
that we
ago.
need introductions, right?
Aha! Yes, yes. Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, chat. ZChenMike, also a Twitch streamer, so you guys better follow his channel. Many of you are already. ZChenMike, just shouting you out here.
What's up, guys?
And yeah, so he's the most recent NAOL professional, or NA professional. NAGF, right? NAGF professional.
Yes, yes. Let's get back to the professionals at Go Congress, and what the professional events are um, very interesting. There's simos against pros, and in the recent years, there's been a great number of professionals who have come to the Go Congress, and every single simo game session, there's at least 3 or 4 professionals. Last year, it was totally full, 4 professionals at a time, all giving simultaneous games. So that's very fun. You can try, you can you can play with 20 different professionals if if that's your thing during the Go Congress. Um, Potentially, some professionals they fill up, so you might practically be able to play 7 or 8,
I'm always
which
too
is
slow on that, or I just end up doing something else. But I haven't taken enough good advantage of those simul games yet for myself.
yeah. And this year we have a lot of professional nine dance. This guy, this guy is very fun. Um, he has like half of his right face is totally
Oh, I
red.
have the perfect image for this. Continue, continue.
Yes, yes. This is Zhou Junxun. He's from Taiwan. He's the red-faced Go master. He's a world champion, so he's along the same level as Kim Ji-suk. From Korea, we have Lee Dong-hyun. He's also, I think he's not a world champion, but he's a world like top 8 or top 4, something like that. So he's also super super strong. Um, yeah, there's another professional nine dan Wang Yuanjun. On Fox he has a silver crown, which means he's a world second place winner. Great, yeah. So 3 9 dans already. We don't know who we're gonna have from Japan and China yet, so we might have even more 9 dans coming. Already we have world champions coming, so it's great. Yun Yang lives in Canada, probably pretty close to where BenQ lives. Is that about right?
She's in
Oh,
is it like Montreal or something?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I think so. I was just with her a few weeks ago. We only got to Canada and never to the specific city. Anyways, she's a professional 8 dan, and she's also a world champion. By the way, she's a world champion in the women's team event in
and
the.
she and Manuel run Canadian Summer Go Camp, which is in August. I always go. Really awesome.
You always go to? Ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always a go. Like it's like a 1 or 2 week thing, and you spend the time in a park, right? In a national park, right?
Yeah,
Usually.
yeah, we're at like a resort, and so there's like a beach, and there's like hiking trails, and you can like go canoeing, kayaking type stuff, hiking, play sports like volleyball, stuff like that. And of
Oh,
course, you can play Go, and we have like a main tournament in it, and lectures and stuff like that too.
yes, yes, yeah. It sounds great. I myself am going to Burning Board this year, which is the
Oh yeah, yeah,
US
yeah.
equivalent, I
I never
think,
been
right?
yet, but I almost went once. Yeah.
Yes. It's a poor man's US Go Congress, from what the organizers said. I think we got free housing there. It was great, and we have Minjo. Minjo, a lot of us in North America knows Minjo. This picture of him very nice. This is the Yin Cup in 2008 or so. The Yin Cup. So a little bit of a history. In 2007, he was the champion of the first North America Yin Masters Championship. The Yin Cup was next to the U.S. Open, like a duo. Like there used to be two big tournaments at the U.S. Go Congress, and then they combined it into the U.S. Open Masters tournament. So yeah, I'm very happy that he's using this as his like big thing. Um, the first North America Yin Masters Championships. I remember that one very well. Um, Ben, were you playing Go at the time, or that was a
Which
few
year?
years? 2007
That
here.
was like right after I started. I started in 2006.
Yes, yes. And yeah, I remember that very well. It was 32 players. It was the first year when they had professional players play in the Yin Masters. And it was great. I brought that trophy to the Go Congress because I won the trophy the year before. And then the second year, all the professionals came and he won.
You're one of the OG beast players.
Yeah. I was a very old Go player because I started young and I'm pretty old now. I'm 35.
Oh,
Even
same age
young,
as me. Same age as
yeah,
me.
yeah. He joined the national Go team in 1977, coached the Shanghai professional Go team, moved to the States 1987. He wrote a lot of books. He has a lot of students, and incidentally, that tournament where Minju won, I played with him, Yilun Yang, and I lost, and it was devastating. Anyway, he has a lot of students.
Trauma.
He's very, yeah, he's a very nice, jovial character. I ran into him and he says, I come to the Go Congress to see all my students play Go and everything. And yeah,
Yeah, he's always the one teaching in the main room of the NAOL reviews each week. When those
yeah,
are,
he
you
always
join.
hogs the main room. I'm
Yeah,
so
exactly.
jealous of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Every
keep
time I
trying
join, it
to
starts off hearing his voice, right? And then you go to the breakout room
yeah,
on Zoom.
I know. I always join the NAOL thing. I start. It's Yulin Yang's voice, and so we go to
He's
the
always
breakout.
like destroying someone about their direction or something.
Yes. One side note: there is this guy called Chang Hao, who is now. Oh my God. Maybe we have to do Weiqi. Anyways, he is a super famous Chinese Go player. He is now the president of the Chinese Go Association, which is what makes this guy very famous. And look at his Wikipedia page. He has only one teacher. Who is his teacher?
Ooh.
Mr. Yilun Yang. Oh my God. This is a picture of his younger self with more hair. Yeah. So he's the teacher of Chang Hao, Chang Hao is the president of the Chinese everything Go related in China now. So if they still talk, I hope we could get some cooperation there. One thing we could go into now is the professional system in Europe, in North America, and everything. Um, so the anyways, so below Lihai is also from China. He's just a 5 dan, so we don't have much to talk about him. Apparently, he has the Lihai Go School, which is interesting. So below this, we're gonna have some of the domestically produced professionals. You could see Ryan, super serious face, and Stephanie is the head of the New York Institute of Go. Ryan is the two of them together run the New York Institute of Go. They have a lot of students, a lot of kids, and everything. Wow, this is a wow. This picture is best picture of the pro award goes to Stephanie
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, super serious
Very
looking too.
artistic.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah. So they run the New York Institute of Go, and I imagine between two professional players, they have their lessons pretty covered for now. I used to have a couple of students from there too, so so it's good. It's very very good. Alexander Chi is the top student of that came out
Ryan
of
and
school.
the yeah.
It's definitely New York Institute of Go. Yeah, I was just with Alex Chi in Beihai in China a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We both lost our games, but we both did very well. And
Were you playing against
I
Chinese
was leading
professionals?
extensively. He was leading for a bit. Yeah, his opponent was a 9 dan. My opponent was a 6 dan. Anyway, if you guys don't know, Alexander Chi is trending on Chinese social media because he played Ke in the Lanka Cup in the 2022 Cup, I think, and he it was like, oh, Alexander Chi learned Go at 8, became pro by 14. Who does he get matched up with? A very fair matchup. He plays Ke, and it became a trending thing. Great. We
How
also
did
have
that game
Cassie
go,
Lee,
by the way?
who I saw. I think I have a very vivid recollection of the game. It was even up to like move 70 something, so
Nice.
move 80. So super good, super good. Yeah, yeah. Cassie has some students. Um, Apparently, she knows a lot of people everywhere. So
Who's
that's
this
all.
guy? I've never heard of him.
Who is this guy? Yeah, this is me. Wow, I can't believe I wrote a such a long thing. Okay, I guess two spaces. I really hogged the spotlight on the pro page.
Look at
Deleted
that
some
Go
stuff.
player efficiency using the space under the image.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see. I'm the only one. Anyways, this is me playing a simultaneous game at the US Go Congress, the last one, 2024. So it was great. I was the oldest certified professional player at the age of 34 in 2023. Aha, aha. In 2006, I won the American In Cup, and that's the trophy that Minju is holding up here. And look at his bio. In 2007, he was the first champion. So there you guys have it. Okay, so you guys can see a lot of pros. Yin San Huang is considered a professional in the U.S. Go Congress due to his extremely extremely large following in Europe and North America. I'll never forget last Go Congress. I resolved to make the best Go lectures possible, and not that many people showed up to my Go lectures. Of course, all good. I walk by Yin San Huang's Zoom lecture. He didn't attend in person. He attended um, from Europe, from home, via what do you call it? Via Zoom. He joined in a Zoom call, and the room was totally filled. Every chair was full. I went in. I couldn't find an empty seat. And it was him in a Zoom call, kind of like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. You'd expect
Crazy,
lower attendance for that.
crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, yeah. And he had one of the bigger rooms too. Yeah, yeah. Where's Yunko? I think Yunko is coming to
Unkyo,
this
yeah.
as well. But I'm sure she'll write her bio and then have it here. Who is coming? By the way, guys, sign up for the Go Congress if you plan to come. And the let's see who is coming. And the thing is, if we show a lot of people who are coming, they are gonna design more events and get more food and things like that for us. So um, try to sign up as early as possible. There's also early bird sign up by May 1st. So
Yep.
it's like I think it's 50 or $100
Yeah, I think it's a
cheaper if
$50
you
difference unless I'm mistaken.
register now. And you don't have to pay. You just have to register. You don't have to pay when you do this. So just sign up your name, get that coupon, that discount. This is me here, Zhao Nianchuan. This is my 229. Not bad, but we could we could we could use a few more signups. If you're worried about the Texas heat, do not worry because they have air conditioning in every single room at Go Congress. You guys know how we Americans we don't like it to be too hot or too cold. Look how nice it is. Conditioning. There's air conditioning. All buildings, including residency halls, are air conditioned. Everything is air conditioned. So it's gonna be actually the coolest Go Congress ever because of the air conditioning. Don't let that stop you guys. I myself, when I go, I usually don't buy the whole meal plans. By the way, also the housing is the cheapest it has ever been at Go Congress. You can get, you can stay at a dormitory room for $45 a night. $45 a night in a dormitory room, totally air conditioned and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
45 a night. So that's gonna, yeah. And usually I don't sign up for dining because if you purchase a full meal plan, you do like the whole meal plan, right? But usually, sometimes you get free food, sometimes you miss a meal and stuff. So you can always go eat at the door rate down here. So I don't purchase a meal plan and I just eat as we go. So if you don't count this, then Go Congress this year. If you don't stay at a fancy hotel, apartment style, you stay at the 45 a night. This is a double room. You stay with a roommate. If you do a single room, it'll be $80 a night. Still very, very cheap. So this way you get two beds for all for yourself for 80 a night. Very cheap. So if you do a 360, um, and if you eat as you go, the whole cost for the whole Congress could be down to about $1,000, which is much better than $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 1,000 is much better than 2,000. The registration page is here. Activities. The registration fee is 450. So remember 360 plus 450, 810, and that's it. Oh, you also do have to fly there. Budget airlines. I always fly budget. 300, say 300, maybe $400. So that's like 1,200 the total cost, which is much, much better than before. You have to eat anyway, so we don't have to count the food as part of the
And
cost.
keep in mind, guys, you do get a lot of potential for game reviews and lectures and all these different things happening throughout every single day of the event. So, like you get a lot of pro grade teaching every day as much as you actually go after it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So besides transportation costs, it's only $800 if you guys don't consider the food. So it's really good. It's really, really good. Yes, I'm very excited. There's the Yap app. You can see all the events possible. Usually, there's probably three to five events going on at the same time. There's usually two lectures at the same time, three or four professionals giving simul games, a couple of game review sessions by professionals too, all at the same time. So um, this is a really really good thing. You can pack yourself to the T in every
Yeah, from what I
thing.
remember when I used it there, you can actually like select the things you want to attend, and it you can actually create your own like agenda in the app, right?
Yeah. You can schedule yourself, and you can put a nice little schedule for yourself. Improving your game at Go Congress, game reviews by professional players. Um, these are professional players, so usually a big board. Sometimes the professional also has a computer and a projector, and you can record your game. Um, in this, in this Go Congress, you will likely be able to, instead of having to remember and put up your game, you may be able to bring an SGF, email it to the pro, or log in with your own OGS account or KGS or something, and on the projector you can play your moves. So game reviews could be greatly improved this time versus before as well. Lectures are great too. I prepared a lot of lectures last time, and this time I prepared to give very good lectures too. I and of course we talked about the simos, and there's one more thing, which is US Go Web um, streams or live sessions, um, which is always going to be both on YouTube and on Twitch. So US Go Web. Um, this you will also find a lot of game content. So from the last Go Congress, I believe we had so the recent videos are from the North America Professional Championships, some other events from before. Yeah, see, 2024 U.S. Masters Day 7, U.S. Masters Day 6, PandaNet Finals, Go Congress Round 5, Pair Go Finals, things like that. US Go Pro Rengo match, all kinds of events here at the broadcast. So there's four things. Yeah, that's the US Go Congress. And yeah, you guys have anything you guys would really like to see at Go Congress? Any suggestions? How expensive is it? Is it is it very expensive? That sort of thing. Let us know in the comments. And Ben, do you have anything interesting about the Go Congress to show our viewers? Great. So some of the fun things at Go Congress, I have had a lot, and my most fond memories as a person are mostly from the from the U.S. Go Congress,
Nice.
and no, of playing Go, and my most fond Go memories are from the U.S. Go Congress. So let's see. If you guys check out my personal Facebook page, yes, all minimums. I have not updated anything on my Facebook since I turned into a real adult, but you'll see that any pictures of me this is the US Go Congress from last year. This is me playing the PandaNet City League finals. This year I will not be in the finals because uh, I was I lived too far away from New York City, and this is from so I will not be playing this, but hopefully I will be doing commentary on the PandaNet City League finals, and really perfect for doing these commentaries on the US Go website. Let me know. Leave a comment to the Chris Garlock and stuff. Have Michael do the commentaries. It'll be great. This is me playing
Alex
Go at
Chi.
the 2022 US Go Congress 2022. This is me playing the new professional Alexander Chi. I was still an amateur at the time. Remember, I turned pro in 2023. And the experience of playing in the Go Congress was so fun that I decided to attempt to be a professional player. This is see, haven't updated since 2016. This is the New Jersey Open. Uh, this is a local Go tournament, and okay. This is uh, this is a 2018 Go Congress. This is Eric. This is Jeremy. Wow, Jeremy is an adult now. This is Tim Song. This is Albert. This is Gilbert.
Oh, there's
This
Eric Yoder.
Yoder. uh, oh, I'm here blocked. Yeah, Justin Tung, he runs the American AGA City League. He posts a lot of these pictures, which is good. This is a 2017 Go Congress. This is Stephanie and Ryan. Both of them are. Ryan looks much younger back then, huh, doesn't he? Yeah. This is a 2020 this is a 2017 Go Congress, the same Go Congress, 2017 Go Congress.
I don't know, man. You guys don't age.
Thanks. This is me playing with Ryan at the 2017 Go Congress. Yeah. We'll skip a little bit to the earlier times. Yeah, this is another Go Congress. This is 2011. Um, yeah. Most of these fun events are all Go Congress. So yeah, and Go Congress. For example, we just saw um, the game where I was playing with Alexander Chi, the new professional. I We could look at some of my Go Congress games. If you guys are looking for content, this is the time to chime in. Any pictures from the Princeton Go Club? Probably, but uh, probably. Well, go friend me on Facebook, and we'll see. Yeah. The Princeton Go Club had Ricky Zhao, which is a 7th dan, another 6th dan Andrew, 5th dan James, and a lot of people. Yeah. So if you guys are into Go content, now is the time to chime in and join the stream. This was the
I'll do up
game
another
that.
announcement. Keep going. I'm gonna post to the Discord again.
Yes. Yeah. This is a game, and of course later we'll play some games. We'll watch some games, and it'll be great. Oh yes, I had also budgeted some look backs at my Go Congress lectures. Yeah. This is me playing with Alex. I was playing Black this game. Some stuff. Very high quality opening. We did mention that Alex became famous. Um, Alex Chi. Uh, well, maybe we'll have to search for his Chinese name. Qi Shen Yi videos, and yeah. It's he's trending on social media.
When was the game with Kujia again?
Yeah, it's here. Not sure, but we can watch a little bit of a short video. It is gonna be in Chinese, but uh,
But the game it was super recent or what?
uh, 2 years ago, about 2 years
Mm.
ago. Well, maybe we'll have to go on TikTok to find it. Don't worry, we're gonna go back to the game pretty soon. All right. It's a little much to, but anyways, we can find pictures at least. Um, Yeah, this is Alex playing someone. This is Alex facing off with Kejie. This is Kejie. This is a shot of Kejie. This
For
is
those of you guys who are not familiar with Kuja, he is one of the top Chinese players. Is he still the top in China?
well, he's
No.
like number four now, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And but he was top like he was considered the best player in the world for a time. Right now, I think it's undisputably Shinjin So, right?
Yes, yes. Ah, yes. A good time to go to goratings.com. .org. This is where you guys can find the top players in the world. Xing Jinso is still undisputed, ranked number one, and Wang Xinghao is number two. He's over 100 ELO points below. The third player is over 150 points below, and you will find Kejie only at the number five mark. By the way, Wang Xinghao, he's the newest world champion. He won the last big Go tournament, which
What's
I
what's his
was
uh what's his
the
approximate age?
Xing Jinso.
Wang Xinghao.
Wang Xinghao. He was young. He is younger than Xing Jinso. Wang
Because I'm
Xinghao
actually
is
not I am not really familiar with him actually. I know the other
yeah, yeah.
names.
He's a new player. He's 21 years old. Mm. He's only 21 years old. Xing Jinso is I think he's 27. What do you guys think? Ah, 25. He's 25. Yeah, yeah. So this guy is the new world champion in the same tournament. Xing Jinso fell to this guy, Tan Xiao, number 32. Yeah. As you guys can see, if Xing Jinso doesn't make it to the finals, then any Go tournament is likely gonna be won by one of these players, which means um, probably China. Uh, the recently, it's very good to mention the Japanese players now are making a bit of a resurgence. It only looks like they have three players in the top 20 something, but that's already very, very impressive. Ayama Yuta used to be the undisputed um, heavyweight go champion of Japan, but
Yeah.
recently you guys can see here his rate, like ELO rating based on recent tournament results, is below Ichiriki and this guy Shibano. So and incidentally, two Japanese players made it to the top eight in the last Beihai tournament. Ichiriki was one, and I think it was this guy. It may have been another player. So two Japanese players made it to the top eight. Only one Korean player made it to the top eight, and none of them made it to the top four. So you guys haven't seen any videos on who won the Beihai Cup.
Wow, there's a lot of Chinese players here actually. I just realized I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure the last time I checked this there was a lot more Koreans in the top 15 or so.
yeah. Oh man, it's
I mean,
yeah,
it's still a
it's
lot of Chinese, but yeah, this is like wow.
yeah, yeah. It's so without Shenzhen, so it's a very big. It may have been this guy who made it. Anyways, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you can imagine how the big LG Cup incident with the lid bowls and stuff recently that happened. You can imagine how much pressure the Korean side, the Baduk Association, you can imagine how much pressure they have. Besides the two players, Park Jong Wan and Shin Jin So, you're gonna have to go down to like 24 to find another Korean player. So
Surprising.
um, yeah, I can see how they have, and you guys know about the Korean culture. It's like they're all about winning the championship, right? They're all about like second place is nothing, right? Second place, silver medal is not a medal to them, right? So that's a bit of a stretch, but like say like number five, the fifth finish is nothing. So you could imagine how the Koreans have a lot of pressure and. At least the after at the LG Cups, they got one championship. So I can't imagine how much pressures they're having. And yeah, so anyways, they do still have one Finjin So, the number one player in the world, still undisputed, which is clearly much higher. Like he wins a lot more than all the other players. Yeah, yeah. Ichiriki won a world championship in the In Cup last year, so which is hopefully that makes Japan a big resurgent thing. Uh, Shibano or another Japanese player defeated Ding Hao, the number three player in the world. So in this tournament, so Japan is doing quite well. Korea is not doing so well in the Go tournaments. Shinjin So is doing well. So I guess one person is doing well in Korea. So yeah, yeah, it's that's how the it's. I feel for them. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, so this is one of the more memorable games I had in the Go Congress. Uh, yeah, back to Go Congress. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah, and this one was a very good. Like it was so even and close for so long in the game. It was quite back and forth. You guys can tell by the AI category here, like 0 point something, 0 point something, white black, white black,
And
white
then
black,
something happened.
zero. Yeah, yeah, it was very nice. So it was. So if you guys know about me much, I am a very unoffensive player, not attacking player. Uh, Many people disagree. They say I'm super aggressive, which is true, but
I
I
thought you
don't
had a
like.
reputation, at least among watcher. Like, um, I'm not sure what your reputation is among like really strong players, but I feel like the Twitch people at least would see you as like a messy game player.
I'm super messy. Yes, yes, Twitch. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so usually I like to be very defensive, not defensive, and then defend.
Defensively cut all the things.
Defensively, yeah, yeah. Like I'm putting out fires. So this was one of the rare games where I went on the full attack mode, and it all started here when Black went for this. Oh, so this cut first, and then this cut, and it was pure attack, and it was in a location where White is relatively strong on the top. But once Black got the extend, it was not easy for White to deal with everything. So one, White could connect or block. These are easy things to think of. But when Black plays here, it
Too many bad exchanges to make.
yeah, yeah, it becomes where White has to now save the stones, and then later when Black plays a Hane or something like a Hane here, it's very difficult for White to survive on the left, and that's what Black was looking for, and so that's very reasonable for White to defend the outside. This ladder does work for for White. If you guys are wondering what how me and Ben does calculations and reading during the game, you guys may have heard of shortcuts to read out ladders and shortcuts to read out liberty fights and stuff. I do not use any of those shortcuts.
Same.
Same for Ben, right? I always do this in my mind and I play it
Hell
out.
yeah.
Sometimes I
Exactly.
put
One
my
by one.
finger,
Exactly.
yeah. Sometimes I put my finger on the screen and I do this.
Would you so two questions for you.
Yeah.
Would you say that you usually read ladders out just one by one, just like any other reading?
I do exactly this. Yeah,
Yeah,
one by
exactly.
one, move by move. Yeah, yeah.
And would you say that once you're really used to that, which you would be by now, it's actually faster than if you tried to use a trick?
Yeah, it's much faster. Yep. You get confused and
Exactly.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, kindred spirit.
You too, right, Ben? You too.
Yes.
Yeah,
I try to preach it.
yeah. Yeah. And so in practice, it's hard to read out 20 or more moves. So by the time I get to like 11, 12, 13, I sort of forget the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
half, and then I
exactly.
start anew. So yeah, short-term memory, like
You don't have
seven
to
or
hold the
eight moves.
picture of the beginning of the ladder.
Yeah, yeah. Sort of cover up 1 through 10 and then just see the rest. You could also play here, of course. Yeah, yeah. This is perfect.
Yeah,
Because
someone asked me,
yeah,
sorry, someone asked me before, like how can you like read that deep or whatever, right? But with a ladder, you don't actually have to exactly, because by the time you get to move 8 or 12 or 14 or whatever, you keep going from there, but you let the beginning, like 1, 5, 4, 3, all those, like you let them vanish, right? Because you're done with them.
yes, yes, exactly. Me
Yeah.
too. I always calculate liberties out one by one for sure. Yeah. Anyways, so it's one thing. The ladder was actually quite a little because you'll see here it's important for white to tarry from this direction and then here and then capture like this because if you don't then black is gonna all the way in the beginning push and then you just have to be a little careful. So like this. And so when you guys play out the ladders, yeah, it was actually close, and it was a bit of a bum out that there was no possibility of running the stone out with or without more ladder breaking moves. So anyways, so yes, this was all forced, and White is relatively happy doing this.
Oh, we have a good question. Yeah, okay. Too late.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, okay, chat, how's Black gonna find something here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So so the push and cut, and here was like AI may be a little confused because this free version of Katago isn't perfect. Um, so this is a complicated sequence, but after the sequence, white is dead on the inside. So when white played this move, it was perfectly normal. Yeah, so note how white played here instead of just a normal connect. Um, Here, this is just saying, just noting that later on, when black plays the endgame at d18, having f18 is better than having g18. So it's like, you lost 1 extra point here okay, anyways. White had resolved that we did see that this kind of thing was going to be not working for white by 1 liberty. It's always by 1 liberty for some reason. 1 liberty. I, I did think this wasn't going to work, but I didn't calculate everything out. But what did happen is even more interesting. So Atari Connect, and then this is a very powerful thing. So you guys have heard of many kinds of attacks. The thing that's common to most people is the pressing kind of attack. For
Leaning
example,
attack, yeah.
the leaning attack, yes, like this. And then if I'm gonna attack the outside, um, I'm gonna lean, cut off your escape, and then do this. This is a different type of attack, but it's very very effective, and it's super effective. Right now, you guys don't know which group is gonna die yet, right? Um, but afterwards, this is a sacrificing stones kind of attack. Sacrificing stones is highly recommended. You can sacrifice some stones to defend and survive with a big group. Highly, highly recommended. This one is a sacrifice stones to attack kind of an idea. And you'll see here, 4 stones are gone, and then 2 more stones are gone on the top. Atari. And then once this cut happened, um, you could see earlier when black played some moves, these exchanges, this move earlier with these Ataris and all these Ataris and the cut, every single move by black is now
Working
working
together.
together to surround this one white group. And it was just perfect enough where the group just couldn't survive. The best move was to capture everything totally. In the game, we went for a slightly safer peep of the cut, and we captured half, which
Looks
is
like enough. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Just
White
win,
also
right?
gained a lot, which is one forced us to capture back inside to capture, but it was enough, and um, it was enough. Yeah, so this was a crazy kind of attack, very unexpected because we reviewed, and it was a case where I went for the total offense. So always feels good, of course, to play these kinds of games. As you guys may know, these kinds of total offense doesn't, the chance of success isn't that high, and I usually prefer to go not total offense. Just to show you guys another very memorable Go Congress game where it didn't work out. I played with Han here. Um, this one, Han is a 5P on that ratings list. He was also quite high at the Go ratings.
He was at one or both of the congresses that I went to. I remember interacting with him a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe 2023. I'm not sure for 2024, but 2023.
Yeah, 2023, 2022, and 23. He was at both of them. And I'm surprised to not see him around. Yeah, anyways, he's a super strong player. Where is he? Maybe he's not. Uh, Maybe he's just not listed on here.
Interesting.
He was. I remember he was ranked around number. I think they have a recent rated game kind of
Does he have a
thing.
different name, possibly? Is Han Han like his real full name?
Yeah, it's Han and Han. Yeah, I think he hasn't played a rated game in Asia in a long time, and that's why he's not here. I remember he was around 50, so 50 in the world, which is not something that we,
Not to
and
scoff
of
at, yeah.
course, and Han Han won every single game that he played in the US Go Congresses. He was really funny. He was really a funny guy. He's like, the he lost one game. It was his Simo game at nice low handicaps. I asked him if he lost any of his Simo games, and he said, "Well, no. Oh no, I did lose one. Oh, it was so bad." He says, "I'm not used to losing." He's not used to losing. So even at the Simo games, he went
Yeah.
full. He went
Some of these
full.
extremely serious players might have trouble even like letting a really weak player win or something, right? Just because of like all the training and mindset, right?
Yes, 100%. He's taking the game very, very seriously. You also see this with Kim Ji-suk. He also took his all of his games really seriously in the in the simos and everything. So yeah, it's a bit of a pattern in that sense. Me and Ben are maybe a little bit not the norm. Maybe I know
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun when I play. So
Yeah, I sometimes like sometimes I'll lose anyway, but also sometimes if it's like a simul or any kind of teaching game, depending on the case, sometimes I'll like let them, if they play certain moves well enough, then it's like okay, they can win, right?
yes, yeah, I um, yeah. The intensity is something to see. Anyways,
If you
my
go
game with
all out to win, sometimes it can take away from the educational effect. Where like you could orient your moves towards more of like a lesson for certain situations.
oh yeah, especially if we're getting paid as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lesson,
exactly.
right? I mean, it's gotta be like my enjoyment is not as important as my students'
That's right.
enjoyment
That's
of
right.
the game. For sure, for sure. Yeah. So this was a very interesting opening. It was clearly not AI inspired. I also did resolve to do that. I felt like Han Han would have a lot of strong AI openings. And remember, this was before I turned pro. This was 2022 Go Congress, and we have this ladder again that we could see, and it was should we do this? Yeah, yeah. So as we had mentioned before, I
Read one
always
by
place
one.
the ladder out. You guys may have heard of something to the effect of like drawing a line and then like a second line, a third line. No, I do not do that. I
We
clear
need to
the lines,
overturn.
please.
We need to overturn this. This effect. There's I think most players that I teach or talk to or like stream viewers. I think most people do the kind of drawing line thing because there's so many
Really?
people telling them to do that.
Oh wow!
Like even some
If
really
you
strong
guys, yeah,
players.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys do draw the line, you make sure that okay, let's go back a few moves. Make sure you guys go. Remember that it's two spaces, right? Two spaces away from the ladder start, which means starting from two spaces away, and you draw this line. If there's any stones there, then any white stones there, then it's good. Same thing with this, which is two spaces away from the start, which is e4 or f something, which is this line. Any white stones over here. So yeah, I am familiar with that, but I just can't draw these lines, guys.
I want to quickly say something that I say from time to time is like it's okay when you are at a level like DDK or whatever your level 8K 6K where you can't read well enough. Then what I would say is at least try, right? Like use what clock time you have to try to read it, and when you do fail and then use the tricks. But I think that not only does this one have the best potential for speed, like I would wager that like all 9Ps probably just read it one by one because they can read it in about 2 seconds probably. And but also like this gives you another excuse to have reading training, right? Like all these little bits of reading practice adds up in my opinion. And so if every ladder you read it manually versus every ladder you do some kind of like trick thing, some drawing a line or whatever, you're just depriving yourself of like more cultivation of your reading ability.
A hundred
That's
percent
my take on
agree.
that.
Yeah, yeah, 100% agree. And like if we did have a comment, yes, you do have to imagine these things in your head when you play. Imagine the stones. So this is actually what my like in my head. This is what it actually looks like. So I'll start reading it, and then later on I'll forget the first half, and then it'll look like this, and then later on
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, right. Yes, yes. Later on, it'll look
You don't
like
need to hold
this.
on to the part of the picture that's not needed anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And so my final reading would be just just the 16 and 20 these stones, and yeah. So this way, not too my brain is not overloaded and everything. So yeah, yeah, perfect. Anyways, I didn't read out that ladder, but it was on purpose. It was good for black, and Atari and play here. This was actually like the AI is a little bit overestimating for black here because white plays one and it's 1.7. Looked very one-sided, but you'll see here already white is a one. I kind of tricked him. Huh? And you can only trick any strong opponent by giving him or her the thing that they covet the most, which is your dead stones. So this one, it was three white stones on the lower left. Yeah, and okay, so continues to fight here, and this turned into a ko. This is a good common technique to get ko in this. Otherwise, this would be a dead shape for black without ko. So the ko was made, and then another dead stone for white, but this was as good. Remember this 9.4, 9.5 number, guys. Okay, so this is so 10.5 was as high as I ever went um, against
That's
Hanhan.
nice
So
though. That's awesome.
yeah, I came close, but AI wise, it was like 97%, but it was not enough, of course. And later on, I would continue, and this game was an example of going for the attack and having it go wrong. I always recommend going for if your guys are trying to come back. Right. Sneak peek. This game is going to be part of my Go Congress lecture this year in Texas, and the thing about that is that the main topic of the lecture is how to come back. And so during the lecture, we're gonna take the perspective of Black of Han Han, and we'll see how the comeback was managed. Most of you guys are familiar with the following thing, which is when you're trying to come back in a game when you're far behind, you have to make something drastic happen in your game. But that's totally wrong, and we'll see. We'll do fundamentals, why that is wrong, and stuff at the lecture at Go Congress. But the gist is when you are behind, when you're playing a handicap game with someone, which means you start out behind, it's better to come back and gain on your opponent by going defense, by playing great defense, skipping out on defenses, by playing effective defense rather than effective attack. It's much harder to effectively attack your way into the comeback, in my experience. So you'll see how Black came back in this game. Black well, White started attacking the Black group over here with this big blob, and then Black Tanuki'd. This is how Black began the comeback. Another attacking move, and Black played a couple of moves, and then White starts attacking this other group. Very good technique and everything, but Black just defends effectively here, comes back most of the way. White plays here to attack. This is also aimed at one is playing on the left. This is what you guys are familiar with, the pressing attack, right? And so we make a few presses and another jump, another headbutt, and now White continues to attack. Through this skipping out on defenses, Black is already basically back. We see the AI score cat being caught up. And right now, Black, when you're on defense, make sure to play fully efficient and not, overly safe. And here's a Black plays a very good move, Hane, which was cut, but afterwards, White discovers a problem, which is when White plays here, it's an Atari. Um, this move, there's a little bit of a problem. Remember this when we see what happens later. So White plays here, and then White's like, okay, I can't go this and capture you because, yeah, you play this move, you'll connect. I have two cuts, and I can't read out this Liberties fight, but I know enough to know White probably doesn't have enough. So when I played the game, I'm like, okay, fine. I will play here. You go ahead and live, and that's good. So it's much easier to make your comeback or to get ahead or to catch up in a handicap game with good defense versus good offense. So you'll see what Black does now. Just jumps out. This is a big move. He's like, I dare you to come capture me. So I'm like, what? Believe it or not, the thought process at the time was like, I was thinking, yes, I guess it was such a hard game for Black. I guess you're gonna have to do this, and then maybe get a Liberties fight. White's gonna win this Liberties fight. Maybe go for this entire territory on the bottom. I know it's not likely to work, but I guess it was so hard for Black. Yeah. You can tell how if I had the seriousness of some of the players we mentioned. By the way, Ryan Lee, our strongest North American pro, also has that intensity and seriousness when he plays. you could imagine my mindset would be a little bit different if I had those that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
whenever I played with him, even like in like a lesson type of scenario,
Mm.
especially if we had cameras on, like I felt like he was really I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe he held back or something, but I felt like he was going pretty serious.
Yeah, he's definitely he shows you the best game he has, and yeah, because as the best professional player native to the North America, yeah, I would pay to see the best possible here, right? Yeah, yeah. So I squint and I'm like, oh, I see. Your black is gonna do this, and then Atari, and then white's gonna have to save the three stones, and he's gonna play this Atari, and no, wait, what? He was gonna do something. Ah, right. He was gonna do this Atari, this move. I thought he was gonna do this Atari and then not have much to go with. And I was thinking, well, if this ends up in a ko, that's
Yeah,
also
that's
very
what I was
good
thinking
for
of.
white.
Yeah.
But he was not gonna go for this. He was gonna go for this attach. I was like, oh crap,
Right.
Atari.
019 coming.
And so yeah, oh not 018 but 019, and I'm just dead without co, and oh no, and then I'm not as intense as them, but I was good enough to have hair standing up in the back of my spine and everything, and he still doesn't answer this. He only I play this extent to fix that stuff. He still doesn't answer this. He Atari's first.
And when you
So,
said earlier, quick interjection, when you said effective defense, I think also you said something else that touches on something that I end up talking a lot in my own like content with the students and whatnot, which is when you're gonna defend, it has to you want to defend like as little as spend as few moves as possible on defending and make it as effective as possible, right?
yeah. Yes, 100%. Yes.
So because you keep talking about how white, how black is, or
Skimping out.
like skipping
Yep.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Skimp out. Yep.
The attacker is spending more moves than the defender, yet the defender is like not dying with anything.
Yep. Exactly. And this is how you can, come back much easier than, going out and figuring out some weakness and your opponent's defending it all the time and everything. So yeah, so later it was a disaster, and Black ended up capturing the entire white position in the middle. Not because he went out and attacked it, it was because he skimped out on the defense on his group, and then white had to, win on territory and stuff, and so on. So yeah, that was quite good.
Nice.
Um, yeah. If you guys are up for one more, we could look at one more. If not, we could look at a sneak peek of or look back at old Go Congress lectures, depending on
What do you
everything.
guys think? Do you
I
guys want to
think,
see? Yeah, what's up?
I think I did prepare another game to show you guys, which might, which may be a little difficult to show.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna tell you the Fox AI um, levels here, which is gonna be okay. All right. So I did become a professional, guys. If you guys are up to AGA 5 dan or so, please do consider playing in the North America NAGF, North American Golf Federation Professional Championships. It is here. You'll see the older players. You'll see Ryan here. You'll see Andy here. Eric is here. You'll see Calvin. You'll see myself here. Um, do consider playing in this professional qualifiers. One, it's a great tournament to have experience at, and um, the new pro qualification announcement. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be at the Washington D.C. North. It's where the professional Go championship was played too, where I played Yung Yang, Ryan, and people like that.
I played in this last year, I guess it was.
Yeah, Ben played in those too last year. Did you? How did you
It
do,
did. It
Ben?
didn't really. So a lot of the games were going my way, but I think my condition was somehow like really bad because I was weirdly blundery
Ah,
in that tournament. So I ended up going 1-4 or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Whatever the record, 1-5 or 1-4. I forget how many games we played. I think we played 5 games, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So 1-4. I didn't feel entirely terrible about it because number one is I didn't get like the worst record or whatever, and number two is it could have easily been 2-3 or 3-2, just
Mm-hmm.
because like I had some good games that I just like really messed up. So I think like that's also the reason why I'm probably not going to play in this one, because I think especially I've been so busy, my condition is probably really bad.
Ah, yes, yes, and yeah, yeah. But of course, yes, yes, totally right. And yeah, it's a weird feeling where the if you guys play a lot of important games, you don't necessarily play better than if you played at the comfort of home, like a regular City League game or something. And it's good. It's always good to start feeling the pressure, right? Something like this could be a great opportunity to expose yourself to major pressure situations. And everyone, like I played a few some of my early AGA tournaments. I was a 7 dan and I lost to 5 dans and 4 dans and so on. And one more thing is recently, the last few years, the AGA has gotten lots and lots of very strong 5 dan players. So very like they on their way up to 7 dan, they start at 5 dan because everyone wants to win more games when they start. So the AGA now has the strongest 5 dans in the world. So if you are close to an AGA 5 dan, it's you're already very strong. Many of these players who play in this will be an AGA 5 dan. Plus, if you win, you can win $2,000. So I did play in one of these, and as a result of becoming a pro, I was able to play in qualification tournaments in to these world Go tournaments, like the Lanka Cup and stuff, the Samsung Cup and LG Cup and things like that. Not LG Cup, but some of the other ones. 2 weeks ago, I did go to my second major one. I did go to the Samsung Cup once before as an amateur player, but recently it is this one, the Beihai tournament, and my as anyone in this tournament, they're all top 100 in the world, and um, so out of all the diversity and inclusion people, there were 4 women players, there were 2 Europeans, 2 North Americans, and 1 Southeast Asian. And out of the 9 diversity people, only one won, who is a women's player from China. Um, anyway, only
Exciting.
one won, which sounds about right. One is better than zero.
Yeah,
I'm not
really
sure.
strong tournament, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Shinji So only got to the round of 8. My opponent on the second round played Shinji So. And yeah, yep. And anyways, I'm not sure if the women would be willing to group themselves with the diversity people like us and Europeans, but anyways, they're like, oh, no, we're not a part of you. There's 5 DEI people. The women, we got there by our own merits. We certainly, anyways. So we did play in this one, and This is a game record. I was playing black, and I felt a lot of pressure right away because yeah, this is pretty good. So and it's a highest level match that I ever played in. So well, besides the Samsung Cup in 2014, that was 11 years ago. I was a young man back then. Anyway, so when he pushed, it was already I was already a bit miffed and puzzled. I was like, out of all the Josekis that I know, none of them came with the push. I was familiar with the push and this, push and this, and then cut, and then this result. I was familiar with these two. I was familiar with Tanuki. I didn't know about this, and I was like, is my opponent gonna accept something that's half a point worse than the perfection? No way, right? No way. And just so there is another set of Joseki that involves the Hane, which is totally even. So, but the problem was my opponent still knew like the AI points in the opening, but I was already beyond. So it was very difficult for me to find the AI moves. I was just lucky that this was good, but also white moves were easy, and it was like play here, play here. These were very easy moves. This was the first mistake of a move. Uh, this one was minus 2 points for black. Black starts out at a bit of an deficit. The jump
Two
made
points. Wow.
-4. I definitely was not gonna defend. So to our main ideas for today, I thought the only way I could find an advantage and a chance into the game was by letting the opponent come and attack me, just like how I attacked Han Han and then had the attack flop, right? So
Question.
remember that was the game plan, which was great. So this move I thought for a long time to figure out. This is keeping white weak while doing this against while keeping black okay. So
Quick
you'll see
question.
here
Can you hear me?
the yeah
Oh, can you hear me?
yeah
Okay, okay.
yeah
I thought you couldn't hear me. Sorry to interrupt you. I just had a question.
yeah
Number
yeah.
one is um, like what was the correct move for black?
Oh, this was it. This was the AI move. This move.
Earlier, yeah, it
You
was
guys will
H.
see because the move was here or it was the 3-3. It was not one of the defensive moves with this group, so we got that one right. Because right now the AI move is here at M17. Now we can really see why earlier the move was not Q18. It was to invade directly, and yeah. So after I decided to play M17, I kind of felt I slowed myself down a little bit on the opening.
I find that when I do AI reviews, AI almost never wants to play the Q18 jump down. Like really, really
Hmm.
rare. Like it might often it's like a decent score, but it's yeah. I almost never see it as a AI move.
Yeah, the AI never wants you to be slow, and whenever the AI does feel a little slow, it's always like I'm making myself sickness and things like that. Yeah, it's very difficult.
You said two
Anyway,
points. I have one more question. Like
yeah.
the AIs sometimes have a different sort of like scale of how much points they say that you lose, right? Like the different like uh which AI were you using for this?
The fine art AI on the Fox.
Would Katago also say like 2 points or oh okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Very important one then.
Yeah. It's 2 points. It's not the worst, but
But usually these kinds of early game moves, especially when you play something that's also really big, like I find 2 points is very rare unless it's like a kind of a critical like shape type of you know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah. Which is why this shape is very difficult to play as an opening for black. Like now I'm considering these two, and I was lucky to have come up with that. Like this move, I'm like, is this gonna be too slow? Yeah, because you could say you would Hane on the corner, and then maybe White's gonna respond, maybe White won't respond. It was very yeah, yeah. Okay. The good thing is I did come up with this AI move, which is nothing, no defensive move would have done it because defending would be too little value. And so this was the only way to keep the game at like 4 points. The next move was here, which this one you guys can see a more direct view of this thing, which is
This stuff is offensive
really
defense, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't defend too, but it was too much. I had to play this jump. It's like 5 points worse. I just couldn't come up. One was my limit. I couldn't come up with the second one, but it was very easy for White to come up with all these moves because he's just jumping out and threatening Black. And like this one, he's just surrounding territory and threatening Black, and
So he's
it's
successfully
also
giving himself
making
easy moves to play, sort of, right?
yeah, it was quite yeah. Anyways, so I played the Hane. Of course, if you just start defending, this would be a ticket to that kind of a game where the scene went straight down. And I did have a game plan. So the game plan involved having White come after my group and flop on the capture, right? So this was perfect. He even went for the bait and he cut the outside stone, and we have this counter attack on the inside. And here it was my chance, and but I played this move, which gave White an easy way out. So right now, I have clawed back all the disadvantages. It's now just a half-point game, totally even. The move now was to play the Atari and then to connect, but I just connected. Big difference, huh? But wait, peeps, and we played this one. Okay, we'll skip forward the variations. I did want to mention this part because this involves a lot of very difficult reading, yeah, I guess. And when I do reading like this, just like how I do the ladders, it was exactly the same. It was one move at a time and fill in one liberty at a time and everything. So, um, how do I read this? It took half an hour, but I did read this. It would have looked something like this. Hane here, Hane, Atari, this. And if everything just went as normal, Black would be behind by one liberty. And of course, I experimented a little bit with other moves on the inside, all the same. Black would be behind by one liberty. However, because at the end here, White, because yeah, because White, well, okay, okay, because White was unable to play this move. This move because of this capture. Um, Black kind of has one more liberty. So White can only play 13 at G17. With the Ataris now, it's just right where this is a ko and White cannot play D19 yet. So Black actually does have a ko threat. And Black actually has two ko threats, which is just enough, just perfect to win the ko. This was the even game result with the ko. So it was totally even. So of course, White was gonna lose the ko. So we could understand why White didn't go for the ko. White went for the seki, and this was where we had a 8 point lead, and we came up with an AI move here, another AI move here. Um, we played really, really well. We gave up a little over here because we still have a 6 point lead. according to AI, of course. But here is where, again, it's going to show the comeback. How do you come back? Is white going to go attack something? Probably not. White invades the bottom and then starts defending. And this is how white's going to make his comeback. And it came very quick. This shape was a few points good for white, played a very good move. Still only slightly good for black now. Still 6 points for black at this thing, but you'll see how white is gonna do it. And remember my game with Alex. Remember there was 3 stones in the middle. In this game, I felt the same type of feeling. I got that attack kind of feeling, the attack mode. I went for this. This game, I exchanged five stones. Remember with Alex, it was a little bit of a similar position. With Alex, it looked like this. Um, where was the Alex game? The Alex, it looked like this, where during the middle here, I went for 1, 2, 3 moves, 3 straight moves, got some thickness, played another move at B18, and then I started my attack, right? My strike. In this game, it was, I actually got 5 different exchanges before I started my attack. Um, 5 moves in the middle, they're all gonna contribute. I had the same feeling. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? Right now, we're already a bit behind at the AI. This is not likely to be captured. So um, guess what? We did go for it. How remember we made the game plan, right? The game plan was to get the opponent to flop and attack against us, and it totally worked. So we got a 9 point lead.
Nice.
It was so good, but look what we're doing now. We made exchanges in the middle, and now we're going for the attack against the opponent. And it looked so dangerous for white. I did not see, I saw that we're gonna surround white. I saw that yes, white has a P1 kind of a co, but I didn't. So that's why we played this N4, which now it prevents the co connect. It looked like we made all the preparations, we made all the pieces in place. I had that feeling, chills, right? Chills. Used up all 2 hours already, of course, but really excited. But here you'll see very calm. So here white creates a cutting point, and here the cutting point is not in sente, so white does not cut, but white uses the cut to press. And then before, black may have been able to just cut, may have been able to peep or do something. Now with that cut, black extends. Yes, so this is a first sign of something going wrong with the capture. And second, much more important to be efficient on your defenses than anything. So here white plays this knight's move to capture the 1 stone. So perfect. And still, we haven't given up yet. We play the peep. You have captured 1 stone, but it is only 1 high. So we played this one. White played this.
Can you remind of who the opponent is again?
He's ranked probably 50 or so. Huang Jingyuan. He's a young player. He's like 24. He just made it to the top of the Chinese tournaments. His top finish is like a round of 4 in a Chinese tournament, which is very tough. But anyways, so I went for this, and then you'll see how white finds a way out, which is Hanes here, and then here. So like there's there's one line, and if any of those outside preparation stones were one line closer, or if the stones were without that cut, it would have worked. But in the game, it was not. So when I had to play this, it was all over. And this is another illustration of when you guys are trying to come back, um, it's much better to do it on the defensive end rather than to go for some kind of a wild attack. You don't ever need to do anything drastic. All you need to do is maybe skimp out on a little bit of defense, do the bare minimums, look for this counter attack. And this one was where white captured two, three, four, five, six, seven stones on the way um, to get home, plus that eight, one more stone. And the attack ends with black connecting here, connecting the stones home in Gote. So
And
this
let's
was already around 20 points of deficit. So we went from plus eight or plus six when the fighting starts to minus 20, all because white was very adept at um, making the good comebacks, which is defend, skimp out on the defenses, look for the counter attacks. White captured um, eight stones while being under attack, and black didn't gain anything. Just watch a few more moves.
So unless
White
someone's like super behind, right? Like if someone's like 40, 50 points behind, then you try to just shake the board basically, right?
shakes the board. Haha, that's exactly 40 to 50 points behind is exactly where you would find yourself if you give your opponent four stones of handicap, right? So yeah, yes, definitely shakes the board, but make sure you shake it in a way that you're evading, defending, instead of trying to go for a wild attack. Attacking anything is not likely to work. Shakes the board with defense, skimp out on the defenses, and yeah. So yeah, all
What
you
if it's like late middle game and you're against your own level and you're behind by like 40, 50? Then I'm
well,
saying you got to like
well,
try something or
at
resign,
my
right?
own level, I resigned,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So that's what I'm
yes,
saying
yes.
is that kind of scenario you got to just like go fishing and then resign, right?
That is true. That is true. That is what you guys have read in the books, right? But I'm just saying that um, it's yes. The most important thing is to play good moves. The second most important thing is the volatility, and don't go for the volatility where you're attacking. Go for it when you're on the defensive end. When you guys give handicap games, always remember this: be more calm than you would otherwise be, and there's yeah, it's uh, play like the AI is never a bad idea, is what we're saying here.
This actually connects with the thing about like it's easier to live than to kill, right?
Capture 100%. Yeah,
So that's why you can skimp out on your defenses and try to just only do it here and there and really effectively.
yes, 100%. That's exactly what I believe in as well. And so you'll see it in the highest level of game, right? Even with the top players in the world, we are still able to get the opponent to flop on an attack. And of course, we also are easy floppers on the attack, as we saw in our attack when we really went for it, right? So yeah, so good slight sneak peek, and the last thing I will do with you guys is um, well, one last shout out to the Go Congress. To the Go Congress is very good. Go to the Go Congress. It's cheaper than ever this year. And one last thing I will show you guys is a sneak peek of my lectures at Go Congress. This is my
Yeah.
folder of my lectures. The first three are what I did for last year's Go Congress. It's very memorable. Each one will come with some Go games to show the examples, the science of comebacks, fighting with weak groups, bounce your way to victory. Um, yes, sneak peek. There might be more. There might be a seventh one, a fourth one for this Go Congress, if they allow me to have more than three lectures. It'll be very good. Already have a lot of these games. Seeing the Han Han game, the Beihai Cup game. There's a couple other games, some In Cup Finals games, some more interesting things. They're all coming together. The PDFs are not, the PowerPoints are not ready yet, but they are coming. So, okay, I will leave you guys at around this. Come to the Go Congress. It's very, very fun. Play in the NAGF if you guys are strong players. Play in the professional qualifiers, and I think that about covers all my bases with the AGA. Everything that they would want to show, would want me to talk about. Anything, anything, Ben? Did the
Thank you.
organizers of the Congress want Ben to give any messages to the viewers?
Yeah, I definitely have a message. Go and follow ZChenMike. And he also posts YouTube videos as well. So you just gotta type this into Twitch or wherever, ZChenMike, or we can do a proper shout out again.
Oh yeah.
ZChenMike.
Search for me. Yes, that's me.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time and all the game reviews and all the taking the lead on the AGA the Go Congress promotion in today's stream. Thank you, and thanks for showing us those really cool games.
I'll see you guys next time, probably on my stream. See you, Ben.
Good.
I hope you go play some games on Fox, maybe.
Take care, Mike.